Welcome back to Dragon Horde, the show where we rummage through early Dragon magazines and salvage the good ideas from the what were they thinking ones. Today we're slicing into issue 3, October 1976, featuring 3 delicious subclasses, Samurai, the Scribe, and Berserker, plus charm-heavy rules, birth weirdness, a letter page with vintage spice, dwarven deep cuts, and a GenCon tournament report that's old school hard mode. Lynn Lakofka's Women's in Magic gives female characters their own ladders, titles, and a very 1976 mechanic, like beauty influencing certain spells. There are added spell options and tweaks to equipment and fatigue. It's a time capsule, interesting design DNA, but you'll want to modernize the framing at your table. Birth tables hand you instant backstory hooks, family status, background quirks, social ties that become bonds, rivals, or obligations. Treat these like Session 0 prompts. Roll or choose 2 to 3 and turn each into a personal quest or NPC tie. The letters page is peak 1976. Readers praising, roasting, and questioning everything. Fiction, crunchy rules, ads, and reprints. Proto comment section on paper. The big focus on what you will find in this issue is the Samurai, Scribe, and Berserker. The Samurai is a fighter subclass with high dexterity requirements. The emphasis on the daisho and the Samurai longbow. This subclass prioritizes speed over protection. It includes critical hits and a judo-style unarmed option. If the player's katana is stolen, expect them to go on a vendetta or commit seppuku. You figure out how this plays out at your table. Then there's the Scribe. They're a specialist. Rare and expensive expert who alone can safely copy spells into books. Others risk permanent insanity on failure. Hiring odds, alignment tables, error chances, and escalating fees. Logistics candy. Then the Berserker, another fighter subclass, tied to lycanthrope clans, were-rats, werewolves, were-boars, were-tigers, were-bears. Battle Lust, a percent chance to go berserk. They get a bonus while raging. Risks like turning on allies if it persists after melee. Gains a weird shape for hitting otherwise magic-only targets without full lycanthrope traits. Modder use tip. Gate each via story, both for a samurai, downtime higher for scribes, or some type of ritual to complete for the berserkers. A mid-issue comic strip signals the Dragon's long tradition of mixing rules with humor, a perfect palate cleanser between crunchy articles. Larry Smith's piece gives dwarves culture and capability notes, gem appraisal, stone and architecture awareness, anti-giant class bonuses, weapon preferences, smith, armorer, engineer thresholds, even the only 7 families, only 7 dwarf kings limiter. It's world building gold. Bob Blake's report wraps the GenCon 4 D&D tournament. Why individual eliminations, limits from space and number of DMs, the session cap, winners by class, and an offer to buy the exact tournament modules to run at home. Pure convention history. What's my verdict on issue number 3? Well, it's a crunchy, quirky time capsule. Women in Magic is design history to adapt carefully. The birth tables are instant backstory engines, and the Samurai, Scribe, and Berserker subclasses are still great even today, especially if you gate them with story. Plus, dwarven deep cuts, reader letter drama, and a tournament report that screams 1976. What would you steal for a modern campaign? Samurai's criticals, Scribe downtime shenanigans, or Berserker rights? Drop it in the comments, like, subscribe, and remember, if someone nicks your katana, they didn't just steal a sword, they started an episode arc.